Hello there. Good morning and good evening. It gives us an immense pleasure to meet with you and stay united in this beautiful session, the series of sessions on this motivational topics. And I strongly believe that this is a great blessing. And please continue to stay unified in these sessions and let us know if you need any specific topics. We will do our best to help you. All right. As usual, we will start with a quote. One smile can start a friendship. You smile, friendship begins. One word can end a fight, and watch out, it can also start a fight. So it depends what word comes out of your mouth. One look can save a relationship, and one individual can change your life. So these are the beautiful quotes written, and the title of our session we have entitled, it is a little lengthy, it's a sentence. Measure the words of your mouth, stipulate your reactions and actions out of you, right? Stipulate your actions and reactions out of you. This is what we are going to discuss. But let us begin as usual with a short story, or it's a love story rather. There was a blind girl who was filled with a lot of animosity, and the girl decides to ask the friend that, "Will you marry me?" And the friend says, "Yes." But then this girl responds back and says that, "I cannot marry you until I have seen you." So this guy says, okay, fine. You have to watch. You have to see me. Then let's wait for the day that you get your eyesight, and then you watch me, and then get married. And finally, one day, someone donated a pair of eyes to this girl, and the girl got her eyes. And finally, she saw her boyfriend. But she was astonished to see that her boyfriend too was blind. And he told her, "You can see me now. Can we get married?" Now she replied, and do what? We would never be happy. I don't think we make a good couple. If both of us are having eyesight, then we are good to have a wonderful life. But if you are blind, then I don't think I will have a good life. So I have my eyesight now, but you're still blind. It won't work out. I'm sorry," she said, and she was about to leave. And the boy told his last words. With a tear in his eyes and a smile on his face, he meekly said, "I understand. I just want you to be always happy and take care of yourself and my eyes." So the moral of the story is there was a great sense of sacrifice, but at the same time, this person also could understand always being, the emotions is not going to build you. Sometimes it's going to shake you also, because what you expect is not what you get from this world. Therefore, you need to make the right choices to whom you sacrifice, to whom you make these kind of efforts to build their life, right? It's not about being selfish, but making the right choices to get the right output. Okay, now what are the we're going to talk about the words. Words are might, and words can change life, it can destroy life. One should definitely know this. All of us know this. That's why by you can see, you can read everywhere. Words have power. They're might. They create. They constructively. At the same time, they can also be a destructive force. They can destroy things. They can be words of encouragement, or they can be destructively used words of despair, right? Words of energy and power with the ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, to harm, to humiliate, and to humble. These are the various actions. There are multiple actions apart from what we have mentioned, but these are some of the things which the word could cause. When spoken with truth, your words have the ability to change lives. You can be the change that you want to see in other people. You can definitely also instill the change in other people just by speaking, just by building them. Whether the words are written or spoken, they have power to break and destroy. Therefore, we need to be very careful in how we speak, right? It's not about just a mannerism, but the way, but the nature of words, the choice of words that come out of your mouth, right? It can either destroy or it can build a person. It is vital to always speak truth and be honest when it comes to words, because they are might. I told you this many times. There are frequently asked questions. We are going to answer one after the other. How words can hurt? Now, researchers show that there is the brain's pain matrix system, right, or a area that gets activated when painful related words either they read or they speak, right, such as plaguing, tormenting, harassing, brutal murders. Even if they hear or speak or read, immediately the pain triggers those things. That's why it's very important. Such people who are sensitized to these matters, they stay away from these kind of experiences. You don't have to watch horrifying movie, or you don't have to watch a crime movie, because you definitely know you're going to be disturbed, because the brain gets activated with this pain matrix, right? Are words more powerful than actions? Somebody asked this, right? Words are more powerful than actions. With words, you can influence someone into thinking something. It is the way we communicate and learn, right? Words have the might to immediately read the reactions. It's nothing like a person sitting right in front of you and talking to you. How much ever you read a letter from that person, you may not get that feeling. That expressions are not going to be so real, so true. So it's very important. The words are definitely more powerful than actions or written kind of format. What words can do to a person? That is definitely something everyone would want to do, right? Everyone want to know, which we have already explained. It can either build a person or it can shake a person. There is nothing neutral in between these two, right? That's why you need to make your choice of words. You need to be very careful in what you measure and talk. Therefore, please watch out, and that's the reason we are having this session. We are going to take you through top 8 to 9 proverbs, which talks about words and how it determines or classifies a person as a prudent one or a wise one or a foolish one, right? Prudence and wisdom, they go together hand in hand. I'm going to read few proverbs for you for your own benefit. Please listen, okay? Words from the mouth of the wise are gracious, but fools are consumed by their own lips. The moment they open their mouth, you can understand he is the biggest idiot on planet Earth. Because why? That will be the nature of their language, mannerism. That is the kind of choice of language they pick and choose and use. What you're supposed to talk, in what place you won't talk. What you're supposed not to talk, exactly they'll open their mouth and they will be talking like stupids, right? You can find out. Whoever would love life and see good days must keep their tongue from evil and their lips from deceitful person or speech, right? You shouldn't be talking to a person who's full of deceit, or you shouldn't be having these kind of deceitful speech either. Those who consider themselves religious yet do not keep a tight rein, or their tongues deceive themselves, and their religion is worthless. Some people think they are so religious, therefore, whatever they talk is going to be the most right thing. But they are the people who get fooled by themselves, and through others. So you need to really watch out on what you, because there are a lot of biases. Some people are from the philosophical background, some people are atheists, some people are from religious background, and they strongly believe their doctrine is the most rightful thing to do, and that's where they see a problem. Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. One must know how to react. We are going to talk about that, right? You may be so sensitized and you may have that reactions. You may be a man or a woman full of emotions, but then your speech, the words, the choice of words that comes out of your mouth must be really kind of having a lot of flavor, and that shouldn't hurt a person. How you out to answer someone is something that you need to learn. Do not let your mouth lead you into sinful deeds. Right? Again, I don't want to be religious, but set a guard over my mouth. Keep watch over the door of my lips. It's You should always imagine there is a door with the lock, and you open that lock and open the door only when there is a need. Otherwise, you pretend as if the door is locked, zipping your mouth. Right? Such people are the most prudent. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. You're too sure, right? Some people are asking you a question about medical science, and you are an engineer. You have nothing to do with medical science. Why are you pretending as if you know everything about medical science? You can just prefer to stay quiet. But that's what people don't do, because they don't want to show to anyone that they lack knowledge or etc., that in front of crowd. Oh my god, you cannot control them. Next one: before a word is on my tongue, I know it, you know it completely. Sorry, before the word is on your tongue, you know it completely. That's the proverb. Therefore, you have a better control over your statement, which your brain processes, which your tongue disposes. So please watch out that. Fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. Spirit means what? You get all worked up, always energy, extroverts, immediately jumping. Before even the question could get over, they will jump out with answers. Hold back, right? You are called as a fool. So please watch out, listen, think, and talk. When you the last one, do you see a man who is hasty in his words, hastily talking, hastily, unknowingly? I told her that was not my intention, but you took it very personally. Have you seen people always put the blame back on the listeners? Their talking is okay, but listening, you misunderstood. This is how they blame. There is more hope for a fool than for a person like him, which means what? He is the fools of the foolest, or something like that, right? He is the stupid person, or she is the stupid person. If you are belonging to that category, today is your chance, today is your day. Please come out of that habit. Okay, what are the three components of an emotional response? Number one, it's a behavioral pattern, how your culture had taught you, family had taught you, etc. Second thing is autonomic. Autonomic means your physical anatomy, the way however it is built, that's how it will work, your organ. Third is your physical anatomy controlled by a hormone system, which varies from gender to gender, age to age. Therefore, you need to watch out. And that's where you need to inculcate or instill this kind of knowledge about the hormonal system. Therefore, you have a comprehensive knowledge how to control your talk, right? Can we control our thoughts? Very important question, but the answer is you can control your thoughts only if you are consciously deciding something before you talk. But then there are a lot of thoughts which are submerged in your subconscious, and when that comes out, it just comes out in a flow. You have no control. So that's where you need to watch out what you take in and what you reject not to take in, which means go to the places which are suitable, watch out which are suitable, hear, lend your ears on what is suitable. Let your companionship be the most suitable one. Don't have some bad companionship which will lead you to all sorts of unconscious sins. Why? Because unconscious sin, when I say sin, it is like, shake a person. It's as good as like sinning, right? I don't want to be religious here, but I'm just telling you, it's as good as like destroying a person, murdering a person, demotivating them, right? But by your wrong choice of words. And how it happens is most of the times because of your subconscious things. That's why speak the right things, hear the right things, watch the right things, be with the right people who can build you, right? And therefore, you also will do the right things without a choice, without making mistakes. A person is asking a question: how can I stop being so sensitive? Yeah, sensitivity is a big problem. That person tend to talk so much. Introverts also, when they get sensitized, no, they will really, um, lavishly they will be speaking with words. So there are four or five things which we want to say. Don't be too hard on yourself, right? When you get sensitized, you always go too hard on yourself, and then you bring out things, you pour out things. Limit overthinking. That's a second thing. Think before you react, which means you take a pause, 5 seconds, 2 seconds, which will help you to stop that angry words coming out of your mouth, right? It's not all about you. That's a quote, which means what? You have to give importance to the other person's feelings and reactions. What makes that person to talk or behave? Yesterday was talking fine. Yesterday she was fine. But today what happened? You need to really ask this question most of the times. Lastly, be patient. Nothing like being patient, right? You're all worked up red hot. Give it 24 hours break. You don't lose anything. Go back home. Let the person keep talking. Walk out of that place. It's okay. Let them call you as a coward or a rude person. No problem. No problem. Next day they will understand who you were. Right. Um, Last question, and we will answer this. How do I stop reacting emotionally? Many people ask this. Emotion, I told you, emotion and sensation, they really are tightly coupled and married, right? And you cannot separate them because both are needed. You need to have that sensation, sensitivity. Otherwise, you're not a human being. You'll be like a buffalo. How much ever we beat, nothing. You will not feel anything. You cannot be like that also, right? And when when you're into sensation, the emotion, the emotional engine also starts working. Emotion is full of parameters, right? Joy, happiness, sadness, grief, anguish, languish. All these things will be the various emotions. It's situational dependent, right? They go hand in hand, and it's much needed, right? You just cannot stay away. Um, so you have to take a look at the impact of your emotions. And intense emotions aren't all bad, right? Sometimes emotions are good. It's going to help you. Therefore, don't call all emotions are bad emotions. There are good emotions too that only you can justify, judge, or discriminate. um, Identify what you're feeling. Not all your feelings are valid. There are invalid feelings too. Immature feelings, kiddish feelings. Please remove that according to your age, right? You're an adult now, you're a grown up person, you're a professional, you're married, you have kids, yet you behave like a 6-year-old kindergarten student, right? That's how many people's reactions are, and that's where they get into all sorts of emotional disturbances, right? Keep a mood journal, start writing down whatever we have discussed, start writing down in a day how many ever times mood swings were there, how many ever times you were able to throw the plate and break them into pieces. So only some people have that skill, that supernatural talent. I'm just, you know, trying to be a little sarcastic, but this must not be a behavior as you grow up, as you have learned from your past. Take a deep breath. You want to practice yoga, please practice yoga. You want to go for a walk, get yourself enrolled in music, playing sports, etc. Right? That distraction will help you to mellow down your emotions. You won't be a very sensitive person anymore. Why? Because you're getting into so many other things. Last thing, give yourself some space. Privacy. And it's not loneliness, privacy. Don't be anytime, anywhere. Anywhere some gathering is happening, this person will be there definitely. You should not be that person. Yeah, one person will be available everywhere where there is a gathering, that is you. You cannot be such a person. You need to have time for yourself, because that's where you will learn who you are. You will give respect to your feelings. Sometimes loneliness really builds a person. Privacy really builds a person. You may not be an introvert, but then you really need to have the time for yourself. All right. I hope this was useful. Please comment and give feedback. Subscribe to our channel and get access to all our videos. And you want any new topics, please send a mail to us or comment there itself. Our WhatsApp is 9902212152 is our number. God bless you. Stay tuned. Soon we will meet with a new session. Bye.